Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. I need y'all to get on my ass because I feel like if y'all not on my ass about making YouTube videos, it won't happen this year. It won't happen. But I have been extremely busy, so that's why I haven't been like really trying to put out content. I've been picking up a lot of hours at Amazon because I'm in the process of trying to relocate back towards Maryland, but I'm not really going to be moving into Maryland. I'm going to be living in Northern Virginia. And I've been doing a lot of stuff for my business. The reason why I'm not really moving into Maryland but into Northern Virginia is because I don't really want to go through the hassle of trying to switch everything over, like my LLC, my license, my car tags, my car registration, like all that. I don't want to go through the hassle, all that, because I know the DMV has been backed up with appointments, and I probably won't even get an appointment until like the end of the year with all the stuff I need to do. And I don't want to go through the hassle of switching my LLC to a different state because I really don't even know the process for that, but I don't want to do that yet. So I am relocating to Northern Virginia. I have an ideal apartment complex that I want to move into. I'm actually going to call them after this video. But yeah, I've just been really busy, and that's why I haven't been really doing videos, and I do apologize, but I need y'all to be on my ass too. Follow me on all social media platforms. My names are always in the corner somewhere, and they'll always link down below. And if you don't see me like talking about doing a YouTube video or something, I need you to be in my DM saying, hey Nisha,
I want a video. We need a video. Okay, I need
y'all to do that for me, okay? But this was supposed to be a story time video, but this video has been really heavy on my heart. It's been really heavy, well, the topic anyway has been really heavy on my heart. It's been really heavy on my mind, and I feel like I want to just sit down and talk to you guys and see where you're at, see if you guys may be feeling the same things, and yeah. But before we do get into our little chit chat, this video is sponsored by Tempting Lips Cosmetics LLC, which is my company. I make lip care, beard care, and other personal care products made with you in mind. Did I talk about it in my last video? I think I talked about it in my last Vlogmas video. Can't remember. But I am in the process of rebranding. I'm trying to figure out, well, I'm not trying to figure out, I already like really figured it out. I know where I want my business to be this year, and I know where I want it to head. So right now I'm doing a 60% off sale on certain items that I feel like are not selling too well, or items that I'm just trying to get rid of completely. So yeah, I have selective items that are 60% off. My website is always in my link tree in the description. Just click on the link tree and then click on shop Tempting Lips Cosmetics, and then it should take you directly to my Etsy store. But I am in the process of rebranding. I'm trying to get rid of products that I'm discontinuing, products that I feel like are not selling too well, and yeah, just trying to improve upon the products that I do currently have. Percent off sale that's going on for the entire month of January. Click the link in the bio. Click the link in the description, and you can see what products are 60% off. And of course, you know, next month is Black History Month and my birthday month, so it's gonna go crazy. My goal for my birthday month is to make $1,000 in sale. I've never done that with my company. I was really close. I was really close Father's Day last year, because that's when I released like all of my bear care products. I was really close, but I was short a couple hundred. So for my birthday, I do want to make $100 with my business. So follow my business Instagram, check out my shop, and yeah. This has been brought to you by Tinted Lips Cosmetics LLC, where lip care, bear care, and other personal care products are made with you in mind. So, if you can't tell by the title already, this is kind of like a chit chat video about self-love, self-care, and just really learning yourself before you start putting yourself in before you start putting your love into someone else. Let's say that. Let's go with that. So, and this is not me like really talking about like my current situation. It's more so talking about like my past relationships, situationships, one night standships, whatever. It's really mainly focusing on that and me reflecting on things that I did that took away from myself, and I kind of like lost myself in someone else. And I don't want other females or men to fall into this trap, because sometimes it's really hard to find yourself again after you've been dealing with a certain person for a certain time, and it's hard to gain yourself back. It's hard to either gain your confidence back, your self-love, your self-worth, all that. So I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys, completely almost vulnerable with you guys about, you know, different situations that I've been in and things of that nature. Now, I do story times about, you know, certain men that I've dealt with. If you haven't checked out any of my story time videos, I'll link down my story time playlist down below. But yeah, I do come on here and I do talk about like really serious topics. I do like to play around with you guys and tell you guys like my weird sexual experience. But I don't really tell you guys if I was wrong in a situation or things of that nature. So, what really made me like sit down and like really think about all of this, my current boo, he told me, cause like, so if you haven't checked out my Q&A video, I did mention that I am still technically single, but I'm not interested in anyone else but the person that I am dealing with. And that's why I don't really show him. I don't post him on social media platforms because I'm not officially his girlfriend, so I don't have, you know, the right to do that. But if you're on my close friends on Instagram, you know who he is, and woo woo. And those are the only people who really need to know, because the people that's in my close friends, you know, I fuck with y'all. So, but I remember a conversation that we were having weeks ago probably, and he mentioned that he really wants me to start learning how to love myself, because it seemed like I was, you know, getting out of a situation with a guy, going into another situation with a guy. Like I was doing a lot of back and forthing with guys, and I didn't allow myself to like breathe and like really learn how to love myself. And since he said that, to about probably a couple of days ago, I really was like, this nigga gets on my fucking nerves, because it's just like, so he knows me to the T. To the T, you guys. He knows more stuff about me that people that I've known for 10 years don't know about me. And that's saying a lot. So I really sat down and I was just thinking, I was just like, this nigga gets on my nerve because he knows me too well, and he's right. He is absolutely right. I don't want to fall into the trap of trying to always make him happy and not make myself happy. if that makes sense. So here's an example. The guy that I used to live with, the guy that I stayed in Richmond for, the guy that I was in a relationship for almost 3 years with. I always tried really, really hard to keep him happy. In a sense, I spoiled the hell out of this particular ex. He didn't clean, he didn't cook, he didn't do laundry unless like we had like a really big load and he would help me wash. The only thing he really did for real was go to work, help me take care of Princess, and you know, be on the game all day. Like, I was literally giving him wifey treatment. And when I sat and reflected on our whole relationship, and now I realize what I did for us to break up. I mean, it's not okay. It's never okay to cheat. Whether you have a mental disorder or whatever the case may be, it's never okay to cheat. But now I realize why I cheated, because he would put himself first before me, but I was always put him first before myself. So I remember a situation where I just graduated college. We had just moved into our new townhouse, and he had just got a new car. At that time, I had my first car, but my first car was having a lot of problems. So I had just got a new job. I think this is when I was about to leave Greyhound. This is right before I was about to leave Greyhound. And so he had got a new car, and so my car was acting up a lot. A lot, you guys. To the point where I couldn't drive it anymore. So his old car that he had was really messed up as well. And that was the whole reason why he got a new car. The old car was like, I think it was a 1998 Montana. I can't remember. It was like one of those police looking cars. It had leather seats, windows weren't working, AC didn't working, none of that. So when I did start my new job, it was like May, so it was damn near summertime. It was getting hot. It's getting hot, y'all. And so instead of him letting me use his new car that has the AC, windows working, and all that, he let me drive his old car. He had his girlfriend drive his old car with no AC. Windows don't work. Leather seats. Now, fellas, I want y'all to comment down below if you would let your girlfriend do that. Because if the roles would switch, if I had just brought a new car because my old car was like beat the hell up, and I know that he was working during the day, getting off work during the day, when the sun is beaming and all that, I will allow him to use my new car because I know I'm getting off late from work where it's cooler outside, so I can handle being in a car that don't have AC and none of the front windows work. Comment down below, fellas, because I need to know if he was right. I know he wasn't right, but I just want some opinions about it. Another situation with the guy with the fiance. So if you haven't watched that video, I would suggest you watch that video. I did hint towards that, we were, trying to have a baby. And I think in the subtitles, I said something like, we had 2 attempts or something like that, or 2 failed attempts. But I did end up pregnant. When I did find out he had a fiance and all that shit, I did find out I did actually find out I was pregnant like 2 days later after I found out about her and after I broke everything off. I did find out I was pregnant When I did find out I was pregnant, I was actually actively having a miscarriage. But I knew I was not ready to have a child. But he kept saying that he wanted a child, woo, 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 and that, you know, he's getting old. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to give this nigga a child. Like a dummy. A whole dummy. But yes, I did have a miscarriage. I don't know how far along I was. I had to been no more than 2 months, a little bit over a month. But when I went to the hospital, because I didn't get my period, and I started bleeding when I was at the hospital when they was doing some tests on me, and they told me, you're having a miscarriage. That's basically what they said. But that's just me doing shit for niggas, and I don't get the same respect. You feel me? It's a lot of situations. So there was a guy that I was on and off with in college. Not relationship wise. We were never in a relationship. But, you know, he would cheat on his girlfriends with me, and he ended up being the person that I cheated on with the guy that I was with for 3 years. And I thought, you know, we would be able to get into a relationship and actually be together. But, you know, me not thinking, bitch, he cheated on you with his then girlfriend with me. Why would you trust him to not cheat on you with another girl? And a lot of people just always kept telling me, you need to watch out for him. You need to watch out for him. He cheated on his girlfriend with you, and you think that he's not gonna go out and do the same thing. And when we did get into a relationship, my intuition just kept telling me he is cheating on me. Point blank period. I know for a fact he's cheating on me, because when he did come to visit me down here, he wouldn't stay here for so long. He would go visit whomever else. And then, you know, just shit like that. And at that time when me and him were talking, I was actively seeing a therapist. And my therapist was like, you need to let him go for right now and try to find yourself. Period. That's exactly what my therapist said. He said, you need to let him go and try to find yourself. Because if your intuition is telling you that he's cheating, if you knew he had a history of cheating, what makes you good enough that he's not going to cheat on you? That's exactly what my therapist told me. So I end up letting him go, and then unexpectedly started talking to the current guy that I am with now. And that's when I started to realize that I have a pattern. When I stopped talking to one guy, I end up talking to another. Not reevaluating the situation, not trying to love myself a little bit better before getting into a relationship, and just not letting that past hurt go, if that makes sense. So, with my current situation now, I am learning to take care of me before I take care of him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always make sure he's straight. But I always make sure myself is straight first. Like, if he needed something, if he needed me to do something for him, if he just needed just like a little extra cash in his pocket, I needed to make sure that I could afford to do that. I had time to do it, and if I was able to do it. Some other things that I'm doing now for like more like self-love and like self-care. I do have a lot of insecurities. I know I'm pretty. I know that for a fact. I know you guys are going to say, what a pretty girl like you got with some insecurities. I have a lot, actually. If you watch my vloggers video when I was waxing myself, I only showed me waxing this underarm. So my right underarm, and I can't believe I'm telling you guys this because I'm really, really insecure about it. But I told you guys I'm going to be very vulnerable in this video. So, on my right underarm, I had like extra fat. I don't know why. I have no idea why I have like extra fat under my underarms, but I have extra fat under my underarms. And actually, Babe thinks it's like the cutest, weirdest thing because he likes to compare it to a fat coochie, and I really hate him for that. But I'm very insecure about it. So like, if you really look at me taking pictures and stuff, I rarely wear spaghetti straps. And if I am wearing spaghetti strap, I have on a cardigan. If I'm like in my sports bra or something, I try not to pan towards my right arm because I'm really, really insecure about that little fat under my underarms. But I'm trying to embrace it. I'm trying to love it because it is a part of me. I could get surgery to, you know, remove the extra fat, but why waste money on doing something that extreme? That's ridiculous. I'm a little insecure about my size. Now, I know y'all gonna say, girl, you got a good shape, blase, blase. If you've seen my full body before, I really take full body pictures on Instagram, but like if you like caught me at a good time with me like posting on my stories and stuff, you see my full body, not naked of course, but you know, I have a nice body, but I do flip and flop with my weight. Like sometimes I can be like really, really, like I'm a really small person. I'm 5'1". I probably weigh no more than like 128 pounds. But like I flip flop with my weight and I don't like it because I am so tiny. So I am actually in a process of trying to make myself a little bit more thick or whatever. In my last, well not my last video, but in my videos for my goals for 2021, I am trying to take care of my body more. So I am eating a little bit more healthier. I'm trying to reduce at least fried foods because I'm not giving up meat. Y'all, I'm not giving up meat. Like, I don't care what y'all say, I'm not giving up meat. But like, I rarely eat red meats. I only eat pork when I eat pizza because I love pepperonis and sausages. But I'm trying to have an intake more on fruit, an intake on vegetables. I actually just got into proteins because proteins make you thick. But, you know, working with Amazon, I'm working 10 hours a night. I'm constantly on my feet all night. I'm walking at least 10 miles per night for 4 days. So I'm walking 40 miles a week. So it's just like I have to eat more to try to gain weight or like, you know, try to sustain my weight. And it's really hard if you're sleeping all day to make sure you get enough rest to work all night. So I'm working on it. It's really hard. So we'll just see how it goes from there. A lot of like more self-care and like self-love stuff that I like to do. So if you know me personally, you know I hate clothes. I really hate clothes if I keep tucking at my turtleneck. I really hate clothes. So when I'm in my house, I'm usually in a robe or, you know, I'm naked. And so like my new vanity wall mirror, if you haven't checked out that video, you should check it out because that's like my favoriteest thing in my room now. But I'll walk past it and I'll just tell myself, you know, how pretty I look. Like, damn girl, you looking thick today. Like, I'll just give myself a little bit more reassurance about myself and like how pretty I am and that I really don't need to change anything about myself besides becoming a little bit more thick. But that I'm beautiful and all that. if you guys been following my lock journey or just following me like on Twitter and Instagram, I've been wanting to cut these bitches off. I'm never gonna lie, I miss my curly hair. I do. But I'm really starting to love my locks. They've been with me for almost a year now. I'll be doing a year update soon. But I wanted to cut these off, but I have to learn that this is like a commitment. Like they are with me for life until whenever I do decide to cut them off, and if I do decide to cut them off. But this is like a commitment thing. And so I have to learn to love them. I have to learn how to feel pretty with them, even without makeup on. I have to learn how to do all that, and I did start to do that. So for all my ladies who want to start locks, but you're scared of the ugly phase, the shrinkage phase, trust me, I've been there. I actually hated my locks when they first started out. I wanted to comb them out so bad, but I'm in the process of learning how to be a committing person. So yeah, they with me for a while now. And that's just, and like what I mean by like being a more committing person, it means like committing to keeping my word with stuff, committing myself into this situation that I'm in without going out and like talking to other guys or dealing with other guys or even dealing with females. Honestly, like I said, I did come out bi in my Q&A video, but like I feel like I don't want to really experiment with a girl without him, because I feel like that's cheating. He said it's not cheating because we're not together, but I'm trying to learn commitment and to be with one person. And I know some of y'all gonna be in the comments and be like, but y'all not together, you can date all you want and blase blase. I could, and so can he, but we don't want that. We're too old for that. I don't have time for that, okay? So yeah. Some other like self-care stuff and like self-love stuff that I like to do is like meditating and learning my love language. Oh my God, like this is like the biggest thing. Like just like it's important for you to learn your partner's love language and how to love them, you need to learn how to love yourself first. Because if you don't know how to love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you? So I'm learning what my love language is. I'm learning what I love to do, and I'm just learning how to enjoy like my own company. Like I have been living with myself for almost 2 years now. I keep forgetting. I moved into this apartment around my birthday, so I've almost been here for 2 years. And I'm really learning how to like enjoy my own company, like just sitting in my room and just watching TV, or if I'm not watching TV, you know, scrolling on social media. If I'm not scrolling on social media, brainstorming like business stuff. Like I do love to be by myself. I love to have my own time. But you know, when you are so used to being by yourself, you miss intimacy. And I do hate when my nigga leave me. Like I hate when he comes home and then he leaves me and I don't see him for like another month or so. I absolutely hate it. But I know that gives us time to miss each other. Even with us like communicating throughout the day. I know he has his own life and I want him to live his own life and be his own person. And that's what I need to learn too, because with my past situations or relationship, I didn't know how to be my own person, because I was just like, okay, we are together, so we are one. We're one, you feel me? And with those past situationships and relationships, I didn't get a chance to learn how to love myself because I was so busy trying to love that person and to show that person, you know, like I'm the right one. And that's my problem. I have a problem of trying to prove to people that I'm the right one. But if they knew I was the right one, certain shit wouldn't have happened. Cheatings wouldn't happen. My heart wouldn't have got broken. Their heart wouldn't have got broken. All of that. So like, it's really important for you to learn who you are as a person and learn your love language. And so you can transform your love language and to meet that person that you're trying to be with love language and learn how to be one with each other at some point. And then when you guys are not together, you guys have to learn how to be your own person. Like, I don't worry about what he's doing. So we're in two states. Granted, we're 2 hours away, but we're in two different states. So like, he can be doing such and such in Maryland and I will never know. And if I was doing shit down here, I could be doing such and such shit and he won't know. But we have so much trust in both of us into the situation that we in that we don't go out and do dumbass shit like that. And like I said, we're just too old for that. I'm dating to marry. So this person that I am with, I'm looking to get married with him, period. And if he doesn't feel that way, but I know he does, period, then we need to stop what we're doing now, because we're a year in, baby. If you're watching this, we are a year in. You're not going nowhere. You know too much shit. If you try to leave, you gotta die, period. You already know. You already know. So, yeah. Learning your love language is super important. Super important. And I'm still figuring out my love language, but I absolutely love the process that I'm going through with learning my love language. I do meditate and I do yoga a lot. That puts me at ease a lot with a lot of stuff. Like I said, me and him are not together. I'm gonna keep saying that. We're not together, but we're not available. But you know, sometimes I do like reassurance for him, because when we go all day while talking, you know, sometimes in the back of my head, and I try not to think like this, babe. If you're watching, I promise you, I try not to think like this. But I'm so used to when a guy isn't talking to me all day, I assume they're cheating. 9 times out of 10, all of the relationships and situationships I was in, the guy cheated or had another girl, or whatever the case may be. Besides the guy that I was with for 3 years, I can say he was 100% faithful to me. I can say that. He just wasn't giving me what I wanted and what I needed. So, yeah, I do meditate. I do yoga a lot. And when I do meditate, I'm just, you know, like manifesting that the guy that I'm with, he's not doing anything. But when we go all day while talking, sometimes I'd be like, oh, what is this bitch nigga doing? But then I gotta remember, like, he's very cautious about like COVID stuff. So like, I know he's not like really going out and doing anything. And he has a child, so I know he's not trying to, you know, put his child in like harm's way and just shit like that. So like, I do like to reassure myself that he's not doing anything. And then like when he calls me at night, I'm like, oh, he ain't doing nothing. So I'm doing a lot of babbling, and this video is going to be very long, and I'm very sorry. And if you made it to the end, you are a real one. But ladies and gents, if this applies to you, please learn to love yourself. Please learn and figure out how to be your own person with and without somebody. Really get to know the person that you want to be with. I did a poll on Twitter about the talking stage, about how long people should be in a talking stage before getting into a relationship. And I think it was a tie between 2 to 3 months and 4 to 7 months that people know that they're ready to be in a relationship with the certain person that they're with. Now, certain people, they catch feelings quicker than others. People see potential in other people faster than others. But you would really, honestly, you would really never know how a person is until you live with them. Like when me and my ex of 3 years, when we got together, I thought I knew him right before we moved in. We moved in like 5 months after talking. I thought he was the perfect guy. I was like, yeah, boom, let's move in. I'm staying here in Richmond. Let's do this. And then I really learned like how lazy and trifling and stuff that he was. So, and with Bay coming down here ever so often, he does stay for a couple of days. When he does come down here, he's learning how I like to live. He's learning how I like to keep my house. He's learning that I don't like certain shit. Like I remember one time he used my candle as an ashtray and I almost whooped his fucking ass. I almost whooped his, like, you guys, I almost whooped his ass that day when I realized he was using my ashtray as a candle. As a candle, oh my God. When he was using my candle as an ashtray, I was really about to kick his ass. Like, bitch, what? Babe, once again, if you're watching, hey, I love you. I'm getting off track again, God. But yeah, before you decide that you really want to commit with yourself with someone, we're all grown. I'm pretty sure, hopefully you guys have your own places and stuff like that. Stay over that person's house for a couple days. Really see how they act to things. See how they like to position their phones when they're around you. Just really get to know them in like their own space and really get to know them on a more love language level. I was going to say intimate, but I mean, well, yeah, it is intimate. Like really learn them on an intimate level without sex. And then you really know if they're the one. This video is really long and I'm just going to cut it here. I'm actually about to run this back to see if I like it because it's long. But yeah, that's me doing my little rant about self-love. Please learn how to love yourself before you learn to love anyone else. Please, please, please. It's so important. I've loved myself more than I ever loved myself in my entire life. And it's a good feeling. Stop trying to cry, bitch. Why are we crying? Stop it. Learn how to love yourself. Learn what you love for yourself. Learn what you deserve for yourself. And the right person or partner would come to you in an unexpected way. I'm an example. He came to me in an unexpected way and I love him to death. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are not already. Don't forget to check out Trendy Cosmetics LLC, where lip care, beard care, and other personal care products are made with you in mind. The links are always in the description, and my names are always in one of these corners. I don't know which one it is because I always get it wrong. I'm gonna say this one. And tell me about what you do for your self-love and how you're learning to love yourself more in the comments. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.